What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the basement. I know you can't understand me with this thing in my mouth,
Why not?
but I do love it when a plan comes together.
Wow.
There's really like no way to talk normal with these things. But we would love to thank our esteemed director/dictator Roger for going to Costa Rica and bringing us back these awesome Cuban cigars.
Ready to go?
Which I am not lighting down here in this stuffy ass hot basement.
Oh God.
So before we get to this week's books, I want to thank our buddy Jarhead for meeting up with us down at Midtown Comics on Fulton Street. I hope you enjoyed that little segment. And if you want, check out this kid's Facebook page, Jarhead's Comic News. This kid makes us look like lightweights, man.
Yeah,
this kid knows his shit.
It's tough to make us look like lightweights.
Seriously.
We're some serious fucking nerds, folks.
Yeah,
I'm not sure if you've registered that, given the fact that we take time each week to sit here and talk to you guys about comic books and film the whole shit. But yeah, this kid knows his fucking comic book stuff, and he's got a great little site on Facebook that he posts up all of this stuff. So definitely check that shit out. And I want to thank Jorge Burgos for hooking me up with Nonplayer this week, because that shit it just never came on eBay.
Really?
It just never fucking came. I put the the claim in. Somehow that shit didn't go through.
Wow.
So I'm out like $4. Not that I give a fuck. It's $4, but it's the principle of the shit. But I read Nonplayer, and Jorge also sent me the first trade of the 6th Gun, which I have not read yet, so I'll keep you guys posted on that. But thanks, buddy. That was real nice and totally unnecessary of you to do.
I really like that book.
This is really interesting. This basically looks... Stop that, you children. Stop that. I'm not sure I totally understand where this was going, though. Like, it's like they're existing in a video game, and then it's back to real life, and then what they see...
Real life is shit. They live into a video game, and the video game is becoming more aware and more affecting the real life.
Yeah, like you don't really pick up on that until the end splash page, where this girl like loads up a simulation, and turns her shit ass urban existence into this like tropical Final Fantasy-esque looking paradise.
Also, when she drinks some soda, she's actually spitting out some blood from the fight she had.
Really, I didn't pick up on that. I did not notice that. That's probably
it's a girl. I pay
somewhere.
attention to details.
Fair enough. Oh yeah. Oh, is that what that panel was?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't register that. But I'm definitely gonna go back and grab a few more of these.
I'm gonna grab that.
And now, do we know if that's a mini series or if it started out as a mini, like all the other things that Image was putting out, and then it decided to continue going?
I have no idea. I didn't know about it till now. Actually, thank you, Jorge.
Oh, okay. No, I was talking to one of the dudes at Midtown Comics when I was picking up Drums and the other one, Green Wake, and he said a lot of people were picking up that too. So I was like, all right. Speaking of Image and their miniseries, they came out with The Vault this past week. It's only 3 issues long, and it's pretty fucking long-winded, man. It takes a long-ass time.
That was hot.
To get to the vault.
This is a great opening page with like like a chromed-out Michael the Archangel killing Satan and sending him down to Earth. And
that was cool.
Then there's a big splash page of like all of... If you know your deities, you've got like
Shiva.
an entire war of the gods here. You've got Shiva, you've got that ancient Chinese dragon thing. I don't remember his name.
Nah, that's good enough.
But then you've got Hell's Angels and fucking God's angels going at it. But demons are just nothing but fallen angels. Yeah. You've got Adam and Eve over here. You've got the like Snake. Croatian man and everything. There's some shit going on, and then it
Croatian
just jumps. What was I trying to say?
Cro-Magnon?
Thank you, Steve. Hey.
There's a Croatian, a German, and
an Italian walk into a bar. The Irish guy ducked. Oh, man. What?
Meaning he didn't hit the bar.
No, yeah.
Oh, anyway, so fucking they basically there's this whole like underwater cave system that they're just archaeologically digging in. You like that? That's a new word. I don't even...
Excavation.
Yeah. They're excavating this dig site, and, they figure there's treasure in, and then it takes a long-ass time and a lot of wordy words.
Literally to the last page.
But yeah, when they find this sarcophagus in this, like, secret tomb that kind of resembles, like, an upside-down underground pyramid of Giza.
Oh.
No, not a cake.
Oh.
And in the end, they find this thing, and they're like, whoa, what the fuck is that? Well, gee, if you look at the first page, and you see Satan getting speared, and all of a sudden there's this thing, looking like a fucking vampire with bat wings. Shouldn't be too difficult to put together.
Yeah, it's very long-winded considering it's 3 fucking issues.
Yeah, that took a long time to get there. Yeah. I thought they should have got there like half that time.
Page 10. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. It's 3 issues. I'll probably pick it up, but don't yet. Not yet.
Don't yet. Don't yet.
Don't. What do I want to segue? Into other shit not to pick up, or
other shit not
to pick
Invincible?
up? No.
Oh.
What's under Invincible?
Oh.
Let's go to some good and then we go to some bad.
All right. Invincible 81. This is on you guys. I'm going to drink.
I finally made you read the issue.
Yeah, it was... You could even though it's issue 81, you can... They throw in a few things to make you understand like what he did in the past and why people hate him and everything.
It's jump on friendly-ish.
Yeah, ish. Yeah.
Issue 81.
This is one of those things that I have to just like pick up, and it's gonna be where like, what the hell? Why wasn't I reading this? It's gonna be one of those.
Yeah,
things.
it is. It so is.
So,
like I have a tendency to do with everything you guys read that I just never jump on.
Have you read
right
the
away.
Chew yet?
Yeah, no, I have not read Chew. Chew, it did make it into that pile though. It's up there.
Right, it's up there.
It's moving along the process of to be read.
I finally read. I read Sword, which was phenomenal. I'm reading Girls now, also by the Luna Brothers.
Right.
And then I'll get to Chew. I promise.
This was
by the
very
end of the
Luna
year.
Brothers-ish.
End of the year.
By the end of the year, I'll have read it all.
Which year?
This year.
Okay.
Very good, Steve.
Thank you.
Something I will not read again. Godzilla Kingdom of Monsters, issue 5.
Liar, you just read it.
Well, I did, but I'm not reading number 6. I promise you that. I bought this book. If you guys remember me talking about this shit last month, I bought this purely because of one fucking cover. They build it, and it turned out to be the retailer incentive cover. It's not even a regular one, with King Ghidorah on it. Because I thought, well, if he's on the fucking cover, wouldn't he be in the issue?
No.
No, he's not even fucking anywhere in the issue.
Is he mentioned?
No.
You know what?
Fucking, this book sucks.
Instead of relaunches, instead of events, comic book companies should just do on the cover what they do inside the book for a year.
Holy
Try it for the
shit.
summer. If you
What a
could do that,
concept.
you would win over so many people.
I mean, he's even fighting him on the B cover. I mean, this book is fucking horrible. I can't believe it's written by Eric Powell.
I have toys.
Who did the Goon.
I can't
the Goon
believe
is
you made
awesome.
it. What issue is that?
King Ghidorah toys.
5.
Oh.
I can't believe you made it that far in that book.
I wanted to like it so bad because I like Godzilla.
It's by Eric Powell. who's
But
doing,
they're spending too much time talking about all the devastation and all the fucking people dying. I don't give a fuck about people. I don't give a fuck about people in real life. The fuck do I want to read about them in a monster comic
Well, it
book?
was written by Eric Powell and somebody else.
How about you title the fucking book People Hurt by Godzilla, and then maybe it'll have something to fucking do with it.
It was by Eric Powell and some broad.
Some fucking broad. I don't even care what your name is, you fucking stupid
Broad,
cunt.
really?
How about you rent a goddamn Godzilla movie, bitch? You're making this shit worse than the American release.
Well, unless Tracy's a man.
Get the fuck away from this book. It's horrible. It is fuck. There wasn't even a monster fight in this shit. It was a piece of shit. Yeah, absolutely. Throw that fucking thing away.
All right, that's
IDW, Joe Hill's The Cape
Book
to
of the
the
week.
rescue.
Book of the week.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it
Fucking hell yeah. And this guy, like, this is a 4-issue mini. This guy, like, doesn't even give a shit about hiding what he can do. Mm-hmm. Considering at one point the cops seemed to be onto him for what happened in the first issue, the one-shot, about killing his girlfriend. So he decides, and now we're taking a little leeway here. Maybe the Cape gives him a little super strength, because you figure, what, a grizzly's about 1,200 pounds?
Easily, yeah.
Give or take.
And his muscle's not going to stay still in the air.
Yeah, guy just ropes up a grizzly out of the zoo and drops him on the cop's convertible because they were onto him.
He could have easily did something that just killed him from the height of where they are, but he drops a live animal.
And he's not even flying that high. He's like, if you look at this panel here...
20 feet, maybe?
He's about 20 or so feet over a city bus with a fucking grizzly. Where are the newscopters? Hello? Anybody? But it's just so fun. Like, it's a great book. And then at the end, like, he lands in the backyard and his mom sees him. He's like, you know,
what are you
whatever.
gonna do?
Yeah, what are you gonna do? It is a great book, guys. Get on it immediately. Who gave us that originally? Was it you or you? The Cape. Who was the one who bought it first?
Probably
me.
It was you?
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. I lent my copy to the director.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did he read it yet? Did you read it yet?
No.
That's the only Spanish he knows.
Book of the week, close second.
Yes.
Fly issue 2 from Xenoscope of all things.
I gave up on Xenoscope, but I'm going to go back and pick up those two.
It's
preferably the variant covers.
Well, of course. I mean, Xenoscope always has like gratuitous tit and ass covers that have nothing to do with the story.
Was it like the Spank Me cover or something like that? What's it called?
I don't know. It's just
Spank Me cover, yes. That has absolutely nothing to do with it. This was the exclusive San Diego Comic-Con copy, limited to 250 copies. And then you've got the Spank Me Naughty exclusive cover where like this girl's like totally bent over and there's just fucking pussy snatches right in your face. It's like,
I'm cool
hey.
with
Like, wow, look at that though.
I did.
Holy Christ.
He went in the bathroom and looked at it.
Aside from the gratuitous, unnecessary tit shots, this is a great book.
It is. It really is. It's a nice, interesting
You're only
idea.
2 issues in. Go pick this up. Do yourself a favor. Go get it. It's about a drug that makes people fly and apparently gives them super strength as well.
Yeah, it's leading up to like more developments from him.
Yeah, and it's developing pretty slowly. You're getting... You're getting, you know, the present time shots, which is like this grim and gritty artwork, and then you're getting like the flashbacks of like this awesome cartoony stuff. Like, and so
But the artwork is good, period.
overall, yeah,
Why?
it's
Question mark.
Xenoscope has a history of fucking that up. Great covers, shitty interior. But
It's still a great. It's a great book overall. Good story, very interesting, and the artwork is really like the way it flows from, you know, you've got the grim and gritty, and then the happy-go-lucky flashback, but even the cartooniness doesn't ruin anything. It's a great set for cartoony.
it's better than the usual shit.
Is it usually?
Yeah, no, I'm not saying it's like everybody I think to just mention right now, like what's his name, Dodson, and the other guy that you don't like on X-Men.
Greg Land?
Greg Land, and then I just thought of Simone Bianchi.
Oh.
I was like, wow, I just thought of everybody Ramon don't like.
I mean, no, I like Dodson and Land, but they're just...
You don't like Dodson?
They're made for specific shit. They just do poses.
Dodson? No.
A lot of his shit is
But, you know,
poses.
it's like, it's a good book. So
Yeah, it's a good book.
Go back to, you know, the back issue bins or whatever. Go to eBay, get yourself Fly, and please, guys, let us know what you think of it. This has been like the absolute week for, you know, independent stuff. I think I've liked all the independent shit.
I recommend Xenoscope's The Waking.
Oh, that was a good fucking.
Is that still going? Or that's
No,
No,
it
it
was 4
was
issues
limited.
done. I mean, if the concept of like little creepy zombie children freaks you out, this is the book for you.
That's the book.
If you like being freaked out by little creepy zombie children, get this book.
Yeah.
It's so fucking good.
Yeah.
That's also available in trade.
Yeah.
But I absolutely, you know, independent stuff was like a 4 out of 5 this week. It was definitely the hit of the week. So let us know, guys, what you think. If you picked something up on our recommendation, or if you got other recommendations for us. I did get a recommendation for the Deadpool Hulk crossover that recently went through in the Hulk books, or in the Deadpool book. I'm not. What did I say? Daredevil? Did I say
You said
Daredevil?
Deadpool.
I did say Deadpool, right? I can't even think no more.
That'll help.
It really does. Makes the bad man stop. Anyway, I'm going to go back and look exactly what issues Deadpool and the Hulk meet up, and I'm going to read those. I heard it was really funny. There was an unfunny Deadpool book that come out this week. We'll get to that later.
Non-funny?
Got a recommendation for Detective Comics 880.
Scott Snyder's doing it.
20 more and it'd be at 900.
I did not... Well, they're not going to make it,
No shit.
Yeah.
Fucking pissing me off. And the fact that this ending is such a fucking high note aggravates me even more.
See, now, this book was recommended to us, and I didn't read the beginning parts of the storyline, so Ramon instructed me not to read this yet. I would be doing myself and the book a great injustice.
So the thing I don't understand is she's still paralyzed, right? Or is she walking yet?
No, Barbara Gordon?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's still a cripple. I mean, paralyzed.
I thought she was gonna start. Would she turn the back around?
That's gonna be in background. You can listen to this. You can listen.
Okay.
That's gonna be in background number 1 explained, because I don't see how they're gonna explain it now that she can start walking.
I'm glad you brought that up, because I was thinking about
Maybe
this
she's
all
faking.
week. First of all, I am going to go back and pick up the other issues of Detective Comics. I did pick up that other one that was just like with Jim Gordon. Remember a couple months back?
Yeah, this involves him.
Yeah, I figured as much. I figured it was probably all part of like the same story. So I'm going to do a little bit more research on that. I thought I could just pick this one up and just read it.
Yeah.
But I decided let me get the whole story. But, you know, we got these other 2 Flashpoint books here that really weren't worth our time at all.
Yeah.
Project Superman is just like, you saw what they did to Superman in Flashpoint's, you know, parent book. There's no reason to get this and see, like, how,
Affected him?
you know, the gory details and dumb shit. They killed Crypto and shit, and, like, right in front of him. It's just, it's not necessary. It's stupid. I didn't really care for it. And this one, it just shows Hal Jordan as a fighter pilot. He actually saves Abin-Sur's life. So now he's like fighting against the Amazon's invisible plane fleet.
Of course.
What does that have to do with anything?
Nothing.
I don't know.
Nothing at all.
I don't like Hal Jordan, period.
This is what's going to happen. I'm telling you right now. This is my prediction.
Oh,
We're going to have the ending to Flashpoint, because now we've got, what, issue 4 and 5 to go.
4 is next week.
Right. He still hasn't met the Reverse Flash yet. So they're going to meet him in this issue. They're going to have some big-ass fight between late issue 4 into issue 5. There's not going to be any resolution. There's going to be some big-ass bright light, and that's how it's going to end or something. And then every single book is going to pick up on a how did we get here note. I'm telling you, that's the only fucking way to do it. If they're going to start everything from the beginning, there's no other way to do it.
No, but the previews of number 1 and 2s has not been how do we get here. They're like going into battle and shit like that.
Of which?
4 and 5 you talking about?
Of
like Action Comics and
Action
shit?
Comics 1 and 2, Teen Titans that I've read.
I don't know. I think it's going to end on like a cliffhanger kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm not saying it's good either. But you know, I'm holding out that Jeff Johns will do the right thing, because it's not Grant Morrison.
I don't think it'll be a cliffhanger. I think it's going to be the end is that everything is fucked up and changed.
I mean, I'm no writer by any stretch of the imagination, but I fancy myself one. But you know, I don't know how he's going to end this to where it coheres into everything else.
I don't think it's supposed to.
It's supposed to just end? Everything is
I
different?
think it could just end and then they start all over again, you know, in September.
But they had, like, the way this universe is, the Flashpoint universe, it's all fucked up. So this can't be how it stays. It has to shift back.
No, it's going to stay that way.
No, it's not. It's got to shift back somehow. I don't believe that this is how it's going to stay. I think it's going to change again. I think he's going to have some kind of fight with the Reverse Flash, and somehow time is once again going to kind of, you know, spin itself around.
And this will have consequences that
are different, obviously, but
like Superman.
It's probably going to end with not every single character, with the main characters showing what
you are
how it ended for them, so then it could segue into their individual books, like little boxes.
I don't know.
Did get asked an interesting question on Facebook. Was which do we think, like, what of the new 52 DC titles do we think is going to get canceled first? I'm going to go with every single one of them that is not a main character title. Anything with the name Hawkman or Aquaman in it is dead.
Yeah.
Immediately. Anything with like a fucking secondary or tertiary character is gone.
Animal Man.
What's
Batwing.
Batwing, I don't even give it a year. I'm sorry.
That's the African
Hawk
Batman.
and Dove. Fucking Rob Liefeld's going to carry that for 2 issues and drop it.
Hawk and Dove, they've tried Hawk and Dove so many times. It's not going to happen.
I bet you Hawk and Dove.
OMAC? Who the fuck asked for OMAC number 1?
Again.
And that's just the first week. There are 3 other weeks of shit after that.
Don't look at me, man.
A lot of those are going to turn into minis.
Speaking of other dumb shit, Fear Itself, The Worthy. Okay, I picked this up because I thought we were actually going to get
explanations
as to what these fucking hammer-wielding assholes are. We did not.
We didn't.
We got intros into the minds of the characters we already know, and that's all.
Or they should have shown like past bearers over those hammers. That would have been hot.
Or who these characters are. Kurgoth, the fucking breaker of stone.
There's a stat sheet with like powers.
Joe Quesada, the breaker of wallets.
It doesn't explain. But
I like that.
Wouldn't it theoretically explain, why they got it? If they're worthy?
It didn't even get that. It did not even get that. Like in the Juggernaut's little, like each character gets like 4 pages or whatever to explain themselves. And he's like, I'm Kane Marco, and this guy offered me power, and I took it, because I'm Kane Marco, I'm the Juggernaut. And then, like, at the last page, he's like, I don't even know if I'm Kane Marco anymore. I don't know what I am.
Kane Marco.
Shut the fuck up.
Gonna make a sandwich.
There's nothing about that gave an origin as to what these creatures are.
Kane Marco needs to get laid.
The only thing, telling you right now, the only fucking books, and this goes back to exactly what we said originally, is the whole Fear Itself shit could have been contained within Thor. The only thing giving you any fucking inkling of who the Serpent is, what these characters are, have been the Thor books. Journey into Mystery and Mighty Thor. This is actually a good book, both for its action. You've got Odin in a fucking mental fight with Galactus.
That was hot.
Which was great. You've got the Silver Surfer in a knockdown drag-out with Thor that just beating the snot out of each other.
Calls him a silver bastard.
And, like, Galactus, he does call him a silver bastard. That's great.
Yeah.
But the whole while, like it seems like the Silver Surfer is trying to not fight Thor, and Thor's just being a big jerk about it.
He is being a dick.
Yeah.
And like, you know, Galactus delves into Odin's mind, and he shows him like his early childhood with Bor and his brother, the Serpent. And we also get to see Galactus in the previous universe, and he's got a daughter and everything, and he's kind of like Jor-El. He realizes the universe is collapsing and we're all doomed, so what the fuck kind of thing.
Yeah.
I'm actually really impressed with this book. I didn't like it at all when it first started. Now I can probably recommend it. I think I would.
I liked it from the beginning, but
yeah, I didn't because I didn't like that last story. I felt that was
oh, the world tree shit.
Yeah,
it carried off from the old book shit, and that was annoying.
I was fine with that. Like I liked the story previous to it, and then they had this thing where it just didn't. Again, it didn't develop the bad guys enough. They introduced these interesting new characters who have obviously hated the Asgardians for millennia, but they don't tell us who they are or why they hate them. Just you're led to accept that we hate you, we're gonna fuck you up, and then, you know, everybody becomes a mud golem and kicks their ass and done.
It was bad.
I think it's a new artist.
And the same idea with Copiel is kind of he was never my favorite.
It's not bad. It's just
no, he's not
different.
bad.
He needs something different.
But, you know, and that's my problem with the Serpent. Fear itself has potential. I like the introduction of new characters. I'll even bite that it's not, you know, following mythology in the slightest. I'm a little upset that, again, none of those Norse runes translate to actual language. It really bothers me. It fucking bothers me.
I still think you're nitpicking.
I am nitpicking, but maybe I think it's a fucking lazy writer, dude.
But they do it so they don't have to come up with the actual coherent sentence.
Come up with actual dialogue.
Yeah. That's all they write. And that's
Fern.
Right.
You ever hear Ray Stevens? He does the song Eric the Awful.
I'm sure I've heard it.
Oh man, if you guys are unfamiliar, off subject for a second, Ray Stevens is like the country music version of Weird Al. If you don't know him, I highly recommend you go and chase after a couple of his albums. But specifically, in terms of this, go download yourself Eric the Awful.
He came way
hysterical ass
before.
Way before Weird Al, actually. And that's saying a lot because Al's been around almost 30 years himself.
Yeah.
So, but moving on, we've got Captain America and Bucky 620. Interesting, I guess, but it's been done.
It's overdone. They're just
it's the very first Captain America and Bucky story for 5 whole issues.
Again.
Yeah.
Again. Yeah. It's supposed to be a tearjerker.
How long is this going to last? Like how long can they keep that formula going? Is this book going to contain nothing but, you know, World War II era Captain America stories?
I'm sure it'll flash back between more current stuff.
And how long before Bucky's back? I want Bucky to come back.
Wait,
again.
How long did it take?
All right,
he's going to come back. He's Captain America, right? He's
Bucky,
get his Captain
the Winter
America
Soldier is going to come back.
arm again, right? And he has a hole in his chest. Right. So he's going to get the arc react in his chest. So he'll be part Captain America and part Iron Man.
That's kind of brilliant.
And down the line, he'll get a hammer. Juggernaut got a hammer. Why can't he get a hammer?
Instead of the shield, because Captain America's got the shield?
No, he's going to have a shield,
go like the Lowe's?
a hammer, and a repulsor ray. He's going to whoop ass. And they're going to rename him the Sentry.
And a cape.
Of course.
That is a horrifying conclusion. I like that.
Somebody should draw that for us.
Somebody should draw that.
Draw that for us.
We'll send you some free shit.
Yeah, something.
Send it to questions@peachbasement.com. Title it The New Century. We'll show it on Facebook. Everything. Just draw it for us. We reserve the right to kind of judge the contest. No stick figures with a little fucking circle in the chest, please.
Yeah.
So if you fancy yourself a cool artist, and this contest does not...
Second time you said fancy.
Yes, I know. This contest does not pertain to, you know, members of the Pete's Basement cast, Roger, who, you know, because if you want free shit, you could probably just take it.
Just walk over the table and get it.
I know. So, yeah, just draw us a picture of the new Sentry as Ramon has just described him. It's Bucky with a shield, a new hammer, and an arc reactor.
Yeah.
Come up with a costume. Whatever.
Hey, did any of our fans give you Cuban cigars?
No, they did not.
Okay, then.
Not yet.
Thanks a lot. Now we're going to get the truckloads of fake Cuban cigars.
FF number 7.
Oh, disappointment.
Black Bolt's a dick, man. I was so happy with 6 when he came back, and then they just shit all over it with 7.
Yeah. I mean, there's so much going on in space. He just abandons that shit for
everybody's
something
like,
that's supposed to be happening.
You know, King Black Bolt, thank God you're back. You can save us. And he's like,
Toodles.
No, I'm going to have a sandwich.
He speaks, though, and that shit was hot.
That was cool. He talks a lot in this book,
I'm waiting for this to come back. Go back to the regular story.
Which obviously we'll do next week.
Right.
And do you think Black Bolt's going to have something to say about that?
I'm sure
let's
he
say.
will.
Pun completely intended. I'm happy to see Black Bolt back. I'm not happy that he has 6 wives instead of just Medusa, one of them being a horse.
The one's like some weird, selfish-looking alien.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I don't give a fuck, you queen. I'm not sticking my dick inside of a shellfish.
That is a very good policy to have in life.
I try.
Just, Pete's Basement fans, please, you heard it here first. Don't stick your dick inside of a shellfish.
Come on, Ramon. It's very selfish.
It can't end well. You're a dick. Pun intended again. Ultimate Fallout 3. This was cool. I'm liking the fact that they're not drawing this out too long. They're continuing the formula of everybody has their own reaction to Peter Parker's death, and the fact that he's kind of touched so many lives that they're just, taking it 6 pages at a time,
Step by
kind of
step.
thing.
And they're building up for like the next Marvel Ultimate books.
X, because they had at the end.
Tony Stark shit, that group. That's interesting.
You're gonna actually see the new Spider-Man in issue 4, which comes out next week.
Because I think immediately afterwards comes out the new Spider-Man book.
I like the whole new Spider Friends thing with like Kitty Pryde, Johnny Storm and Iceman.
Well,
when she wanted to take Iceman, Bobby Drake to listen, we can go somewhere where mutants aren't hunted, they're not hated, we can hide and just be normal. We don't be superheroes anymore. And he's like, well, can Johnny come too? That's the first time you see the Human Torch in this, in this particular book, and it's a really cool panel with him just like looking really kind of down and out, and he don't know what to do with himself because one of his best friends just got killed.
They're supposed to be in the new X book.
Really?
Well, from Wolverine, the cover shows Wolverine in a horrible
The new
outfit.
Wolverine, his son.
Son, yeah. And plus them. So I don't know what's going to happen with Jean Grey and Grey Hulk.
Crew, right.
So.
I hope Art Adams doesn't keep drawing. I'm sorry, I just don't like his art. I don't like the way he does faces.
He's hit or miss.
I don't like the way he does faces. He was doing all the Deja Thoris covers for IDW.
It was horrible. He just does big tits.
Yeah, that's all.
Which I like.
And for you to say, like that's some shit.
Tits. Yeah, it is.
It's useless. Like there are plenty of other more talented artists that are doing really well painted covers, like Joe Jusko, his wife, and like so many other people whose names escape me at the moment.
Especially for women.
Yeah.
Benes, Cho, Dodson.
Yeah, really.
Horn.
X-Men Schism issue 2. Speaking of Frank Cho, this is a good book.
The
I'm enjoying
it. The story's good. I still think they're not. It's not really original. We have Sentinels and the Hellfire Club. I like the twist of the Hellfire Club.
Right, they're all humans now.
Yes,
that's cool.
And those fucking kids.
I like the fact that they're like an evil Illuminati, like the real Illuminati, not the fucking Charles Xavier Iron Man motherfuckers. The real motherfuckers.
Wealthy people controlling the world.
Right.
What second Illuminati are you talking about?
The real Illuminati.
Black Bolt.
No, I know the real Illuminati, but what's the secondary?
Xavier, Black Bolt, Namor, Iron Man.
They each had an Affinity Gem.
Doctor Strange.
Right, yeah.
There's that one, and then there's one.
And then there's like, all the rich guys controlling
Right,
the world.
right.
That's the legend, is that there are 7 people in the world who control all the money.
Thank you. It's ruining your head.
I'm enjoying this book. I don't know quite where they're going with it. We saw a little bit of the beginning of the argument between Wolverine and Cyclops.
Yeah.
And kind of like, they're disagreeing on how to handle the current mutant
How many
crisis.
issues is it going to be?
5. I know, plenty of time to fuck it up.
Yeah, it's carrying on a bit. I mean, except for the whole Hellfire Club action.
Right.
The X-Men part of it is dragging on.
Yeah. And Cyclops is being kind of like a really prissy prude about it, and Wolverine is like a little too
aggressive,
go get him kind of thing. He this telepathic mutant came into Congress basically, and just took over all their minds and made them
reveal secrets.
Yeah, they're horrendous,
horrible
fucking secrets, as every politician is bound to have.
It happens.
And now there's just a whole big thing like these mutants lied to you. They made us say all of that, which was the inevitable conclusion. And this guy shows up in Utopia asking for asylum, and Cyclops gives it to him. And Wolverine's like, are you out of your fucking mind, basically?
Give it to Steve. Give
and Captain America just like chimed in and said, hey, any word on this guy yet? And he's like, no. Like, really? So now you're going to have fucking the Avengers hating you.
Yeah.
And all in all, the conclusion that we came to is we just hope this whole bullshit with X-Men Schism doesn't fuck up
this book.
X-Force.
Oh, God, no. This is the best X book out there.
It will.
Obviously it will.
That'll end or mutate into something else.
This is such a good book.
It is.
Seeing Wolverine as a team leader, like really taking a Cyclops kind of role in a team of killers.
Which is what they're doing here, except on a broader, stupider sense.
The idea of Wolverine commanding anything but a Black Ops mutant group
stupid.
bothers me. I don't like Wolverine
work.
leading an X-Men group. And I really hope they don't mess it up, because X-Force is great. If you only read one X book, let it be that one. Please.
And then after that, X Factor.
Really? I don't read.
I love X Factor.
I don't
Not
like the
very
characters,
jump
so-
unfriendly. But you get
They're
some-
like weird characters,
they grow
like
on you.
Strong Man and Multiple Man and shit.
Okay, they grow on you.
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't a fan of them either. But the story's just good.
I was not a fan of Wolverine, Deadpool, the Decoy. I was hoping this would be a funny book. It tried entirely too hard.
That was sacrilegious to cover, man.
Yeah, it's pretty stupid. It's even stupider if you look inside and see why he is dressed as Jean Grey.
No, I'm not gonna do it.
Don't.
They don't, you know,
Here's my
do
conclusion.
stuff, do they?
What? No. No, do you want to know?
No.
No, no, we don't.
It's stupid. Basically, here's my idea. Deadpool does not work as a funny character without the little word balloons talking and arguing amongst themselves.
Right.
If you don't have that split personality talking to itself,
It's me a nut job.
yeah, he's got
Nut
it.
job Deadpool's the best Deadpool.
He's just retarded in this, and that's not. It doesn't work. It tried too hard.
X-Force does it pretty well.
X-Force does it great. That scene last month when he was talking to the stuffed animals, pretending that he was in a news interview, that was phenomenal and unexpected. X-Force does it without the necessary use of the word balloons. That was the reason I dropped Deadpool Max, is it tried too hard. He was just acting fucking crazy. The artwork was abominable. Feh. This is not worth it. Don't pick up Wolverine Deadpool. And finally,
Oh, bastard.
This
a
was,
Shi'ar robot crash lands on Earth, is broken, and it wants to kill Jean Grey, who's already dead. So we dress up Deadpool and look like Jean Grey and make the robot think that he killed her.
this is like a
No,
Bugs,
that's the whole
this is like
plot.
a Bugs Bunny plot?
That's the whole plot of the book. Yeah. I can hear Daffy Duck. I demand that you tell him who you are. Out of sheer honesty.
Yeah, she's
Don't you have anything to say? Out of sheer honesty?
Why are you
Huh?
Why are you reviewing this?
All right. All right. It's not horrendous.
Ha! That's bad. You started that shit up.
No.
Please
No,
excuse us. It's not horrendous.
First of all, there are a couple
It's
of...
way too much.
It's like
going
talking
on.
to your girlfriend. It's not herpes, baby, but
It's just dick acne.
just think acne. That's it.
That's just a funny word. All right.
Dacne.
Steve's right. There are too many things crossing over back and forth.
Oh, my
and
ass.
in the midst of a bunch of other bullshit like Fear itself, and then they got Vengeance going on. It's like almost the last straw kind of thing.
After For Yourself, it scars.
Battle Scars, yes. On one hand,
These are scores.
Same shit.
I'm happy to see that it's finally a spider event that's going on.
Which hand?
What?
Left or
on
right?
this hand, my left hand,
Why the left?
because I'm right-handed.
Yeah, but
And-
what does that mean? Why would you?
Because I have more to say with my right hand. The right hand is the hand of God, and it's going to tell people that, you know, what's wrong with it. And there's one line in here.
What do it is?
There's good banter. Dan Slott he's doing it right on Spider-Man. I like the comedy and everything. I like the...
Comedy's
you know,
good.
The setup itself, the Jackal has given everyone in the world in New York City spider powers. He's turned Manhattan into Spider Island. But there is one line in here. First of all, he's turned Kane, the tarantula, into this big, hulking, fucking 8-legged spider creature. But here, he's experimenting on somebody that's behind a glass case. They shroud his face.
Of course.
Don't know who it is. He was given to the Jackal to experiment on by some mystery woman who, my best guess at this point, is Craven's daughter.
What's her name called?
The young Craven's daughter.
Yeah, he
the
has
young
two of
one.
them, right?
Yeah, but the young one.
Yeah, was
the
the
one that was
violent one.
really fucking nuts
Yeah.
at the end of the last Craven story. That's my best guess. I don't know who this is, but the Jackal is really surprised. How on earth did you get this person? I can't believe I'm saying this, but are you mad? If this fails, he'll be even more powerful. They're going to do to him what they did to Kane, which was turn him into this big hulking creature. And here's the problem.
Didn't the Jackal create a clone?
Yeah, no, and which brings me to this sentence.
Of him and Mary
And
Jane.
now you want me to try our experiment on the real firstborn of this era? Oh my god, that screams clone to me. And I swear to you right now,
But he's not a clone. He was a
bring
real
the C
Spider-Man.
word anywhere back into Amazing Spider-Man, we'll fucking kill you.
Well, what is that?
No, don't say it.
Cut?
No, it's...
Clit?
Copy. Is he doing
There, I said it.
the name of the father, the name of the son? No.
Yeah.
Please, just don't... Stand slot. Listen to me. Don't fuck this
Pete,
up.
you know it's gonna be.
Don't fuck this up.
You know it's gonna be Ben Riley.
Stop it!
You know it's gonna.
No! No! It was good!
It's acceptance.
But it was good for too short a time!
Acceptance is the first part of.
No! Denial is the first part of denial. That's why they call it denial.
Yeah, but you already did that.
I got the 2 variant covers. There was the
What a surprise.
Midtown Comics exclusive cover that, like, Spider-Man was apparently saving every comic book store around the world. There was, like, 120 different variant covers, and then there was another variant cover. I do like the fact that they're crossing all the other Spider books over in this. There was, like, you know, Spider-Woman, there's, you know, Spider-Girl, and then there's Venom and everything, and... Oh, God, I just hope there's not a clone in this. Please, listen, God, I know we don't talk a lot. We don't get along anymore, but please save Spider-Man from a clone, please. I want to like this. Stop passing notes. This isn't school. The fuck? Steve's right. The note says it'll be Ben Riley. It probably will be. God damn you.
Have a drink.
Yeah, I poured it for a reason. No, I don't want that. I saw what it... Oh, this is something different. 62481-101. Yeah. Borrow that.
Sorry, folks.
Would you hold it, please?
I'll take care of it.
Thank you. That about does it for this week at Pete's Basement. If you would like to fathom and guess who you think that the mystery woman in Spider-Man is, or who you think the character behind the glass is, if you have another guess besides Ben Riley, send all correspondence to questionsatpetesbasement.com or start a thread on Facebook.com/PetesBasement.
Is it Amy Winehouse?
Who gives a fuck? This bitch died of a drug overdose and people had the nerve to be surprised.
Yeah, I know. That was...
What the fuck? Plenty of other better people have died besides that bitch. Fucking really? Fucking really.
She's not even cold yet.
Let's hope it's not Amy Winehouse.
Actually, she's quite hot. She was cremated.
That was your line.
I know.
He
stepped right up.
Ramon's doing Steve jokes. Near as I can tell, we got about 35 more seconds to do dumb shit, so...
Smoke 'em if you got 'em.
Oh, man. Our director, Roger, is so happy right now. We've actually finished under time.
Question. If you're coming to the Comic-Con, let us know. New York Comic-Con, that is, in October. Let us know. We'll try to meet up with you.
Yeah. And, So the kid's definitely on point. So if you get the kid's got some fucking comic book head on his shoulder.
He does.
Man. He makes us look
yes.
like fucking he might fucking I don't know where I'm going with
You
this.
can come with an adjective at some point in time.
Thank you, Steve. Dick. Now that is a serious set of fucking old lady floppies.
That book was special. I love that book. I would say that's the second best book of the week.
Even with the floppies?
Even with the floppies. You need to see the floppies to appreciate the Berkeys.
Where was I going with that?
He's...
Makes us look like...
Lightweights?
Okay, we'll go with that.
We're going lightweights.
Try it again. Did I tell you the one about the drunk guy driving down the street?
Oh, sorry.
Say that? So, it's a drunk guy driving down a one-way street the wrong way.
It's about you.
No. The fuck, so. Everybody seems to make that joke. They're all assholes.
I'm not the first one.
No, you're not.
Go on.
Is this autobiographical?
Drunk guy driving down a one-way street the wrong way. Cop pulls him over and says, "Hey, buddy, didn't you see the arrows?" I says, "Arrows? I didn't even see the fucking Indians." It's a groaner, but it's classic.
Nice.
It's just dick acne.
Just dick acne. That's it.